Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Talk Tissue. Today we have a very special Talk Tissue. It's a little more unique. Today I'm going to be talking with Ana Bertolo, who is the director of the Tissue Summit coming up next year in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ana, how are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for the introduction, Brian. Nice to see you.
Yes, likewise. And this is a good first opportunity for North America to get to know who you are. Uh,
Yes,
And we're having this talk tissue, first of all, to introduce you to the North American market because you will be the director of the event. And this is Tissue
yes.
Online's first event in North America, which we're very, very excited about. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your history with the Tissue Online events in Brazil and in South America.
Great. Thank you very much. I'm in Tissue Online for about 5.5 years now. I've been working with our event department for, I think I've already made 11 or 12 events
Wow.
for Tissue Online already, approaching all the pulp and paper industries, a few in Brazil, a few in South America. So Latin America in general. So
Yeah.
Colombia, Panama. This year we've been to Chile, and now we're going to North America.
Yes, that's what we're really excited about. And I've asked Anna to prepare a few questions for me so that I can give the North American market a little bit of an idea of what a tissue summit is, because it is a little bit different from what we're used to in North America, the traditional event. And so Anna will ask some questions, I'm going to answer, and there will be some video vignettes that will be shown to show you in a little bit of what the event will look like. So Anna, go ahead.
First, let's start from the beginning, right? So, Brian, can you tell us a little bit about the history of Tissue Online and how the Tissue Summit came to life?
Sure. Yeah. So Tissue Online has existed for over 12 years. Anna, correct me if I'm wrong. And it was
Yes,
founded in
correct.
Brazil by Felipe Quintino, who was someone that was working in the tissue industry from the converting end, who was in the factory floor. And I think 12 years ago, he decided, hey, there's not maybe enough relevancy as far as obtaining news and information, especially in the Brazilian market where it started. There was a lack of that information and marketing opportunities for companies that are producing paper to give themselves more market presence. So 12 years ago, by himself, I believe he started and started to get the news together, publishing it, and then slowly companies started to see the vision. And then in 2020, I was introduced to Felipe, and the both of us decided, hey, this is a great idea. Why don't we expand this a little bit further into Latin America and especially into North America, where I live? And so, roughly 5 years ago is when the concept of Tissue Online North America came to pass. And the reception and the audience has grown tremendously. And the news has been very relevant. And now, 5 years into it, we're at the point where we feel like there's a need to have our own event. And so that's where we're at. So 12 years ago to today, now have Tissue Online North America, Tissue Online Latino America, and Tissue Online Brazil. Felipe's vision was for this hemisphere of the world to connect the Americas basically because we're so interconnected market wise, language wise, and in the North America, all three languages are spoken, and there is a need for Brazil to sell their products to North America, vice versa. So we're very interconnected, and so now Tissue Online has brought all three together, and so that's where we're at.
Wonderful, that's great. And now, from my point of view, the Tissue Summit seems a little bit different from traditional industry events we're
Yeah.
used to. What are the main differences between traditional tissue events and the Tissue Summit?
Yeah, that's a great question because I think for us in North America, we're very used to the exhibition and people walking in and going to your booth and you chatting with them for a little bit. This is going to be a little different. This for a supplier to participate in this event, they will need to register a table or a spot. But this first event will have roughly 30 to 40 tables available for suppliers to participate. So every supplier that participates will be given 3 badges. So for their employees to participate. Now that's for a supplier, that's the only way they can participate at this event. Now, who are the attendees? Okay. This event will roughly have 300 people in attendance. That's kind of the first, that's the number we're coming up with for this first event. So the attendees will be made up of owners of the smaller to mid-level converters or paper makers, and then the decision makers at the bigger companies that are fully integrated with paper mill and converting. So these will be engineering managers, they will be CEOs, they will be vice presidents, VP of sales, people with the ability to make decisions. And so our vision or our idea is to bring all these people in the room together. And there's no extra payment to attend a conference. There's no extra payment to attend a panel session. We're all going to be in the same room together. Everyone will have access to everything. And another big key difference here will be that there is no $100,000 booth. You know, traditionally at some of the events we're accustomed to here in North America, you will see the huge machines with the showcases and girls dancing and you know, brochures and cars and raffles.
Yes.
It's none of that. It's a one price, gets you in for a table reservation. If you are a decision maker at a converting facility or paper making facility, you will be entered for free. So there's no cost to you. Now that will limit the amount of people that were able to attend this event. So for those that aren't in those roles, they unfortunately will not be able to participate in this event, but they will get the benefits from their higher ups attending. You know, all the conferences will be focused around technology, automation, all of the latest and greatest that our industry needs to know and loves to know. So those are some of the differences, and there will be more that will be available as we get closer to the event.
No, that's great. And the event will be held in November 2026, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
In Green Bay, Wisconsin,
Mhm.
which is quite symbolic for the tissue industry, correct?
Yes, it is.
So can you tell us a little bit more about why this was chosen as the location for this first edition?
Yeah, I know everyone's first question is Green Bay in November. It's going to be way too cold, right?
Yes.
And it may and may not. You know, but we're not going to be outside having this event. You know, we're going to be inside. So we chose Green Bay mostly because the majority of the industry supply chain is found around this area. Most of the people that are in decision-making abilities are located in this location. And our idea here is to minimize the cost to have this, okay? We're not, you know, the majority of the people will not need to be on a flight, you know, for hours, booking expensive hotels and the like. The concept here is to get everybody in for a low cost. We know marketing budgets are tight, and the margin in our industry is tight when you're trying to make paper. So we're trying to save everybody money, get everybody information. But Green Bay is also very symbolic, and we really want it to be the location where the knowledge comes from. So we appreciate Hawaii, Bahamas, Miami, all the sexier locations, but we really feel that Green Bay will give our suppliers, our customers, the opportunity to invite those attending for an open house. You come to the event, you go visit your supplier right after, right? So it's all very seamless and very transparent. So that's one of the reasons why we're doing that there. And hey, it may change in the future if that's what
Who knows, right?
want, right? But I think for now, I think Green Bay is a great, excellent location.
Wonderful. I agree with you. I think will be a great place to start on. So
yeah, and one more thing about that.
Yeah.
So our customers in Brazil and in Latin America will also give them the opportunity to come to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where I think there'd be
Yes.
a lot of interest there for those customers to come and participate, even though it may be a little bit colder than they're used to, but there's a lot of history, a lot of beauty associated with
Yes.
um, the beginnings of the North American paper industry.
Yes, I agree. I think it's a wonderful location for
Have you
us.
heard from customers in Brazil that are excited?
I'm sorry?
Have you heard from customers in Brazil that are excited?
Yes, they are. We have already few customers that have already booked
Oh,
their
great.
tables at the event. They are going to attend. So I think will be an amazing thing for us to do.
Awesome.
Yes. So to wrap up, finally, for those who are listening and want to be a part of this event, where can they find more information about it?
Yeah, so always be registered at tissueonlinenorthamerica.com. That's your first source. And
Yes.
then subscribe for the newsletter. But there's also
Mhm.
various panels and tabs on there that'll direct you to the Tissue Summit page. So as of today, which is October, we're almost to the end of October, we have roughly booked half of the tables already for the
Yes.
suppliers to participate. So there's still time to book your table. We won't really be able to open up more table space because of the location that we've booked. And we booked the Hyatt, the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Green Bay, Wisconsin, which is right across from Lambeau and right in the center of the city. So we plan to expand as we try to grow the event. But again, the idea here always is to keep costs down, make it more accessible for everybody. So we've already seen that the demand is going to be there for the future. So let's see how this first event goes. We hope that everyone will enjoy it. We plan to put on a great show, and get people excited about the tissue industry again. So,
Yes, correct.
mhm.
Well, Brian, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing all these insights about the Tissue Summit North America. It's exciting to see such an innovative event coming to our industry and to the North American market.
Yeah.
And to our listeners, please don't forget to check out the official website and follow Tissue Online North America on social media to stay updated. Thank you for tuning in and see you next time.
Yeah, thank you, Anna. That was great. I appreciate your time and look forward to meeting Anna. She'll be the director of the event, so if you're a supplier, you'll get to know her very well. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you. Bye bye.